Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. It's my to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just want it. Yeah, I just wanna. I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. It's my to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. But I just want it.
Inside I knew from the start, you my bunny, I'm your Clark. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. The others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and out with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this. Perfect soulmate, I wanna show it my best friend. She saved my life, my happy end in hard times.
Oh baby, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. I just want it. Can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself. I just want it. Can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, to myself, can't get to myself. Oh baby. Yeah. Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. It's my to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here.
All right. Alright guys, what's up everybody? Welcome to another edition of the MXP TV Live Watch Party through this coronavirus time. So hope you guys are staying safe out there, doing what you can and stuff and everything. But no, it's great to be back again for sure, to do some more, lower my mic a smidge. So yeah, pumped to be back here doing some more of this, live watch party stuff. It's great. I mean, this is cool to kind of kill some time. But also, it's also cool just to, watch some videos, kind of, you basically have, sorry, I have no control over them this time. I'll actually be playing them, so I'm not like your DJ MXP TV guy, so no, it'll be good. I'm showing off all 5 of the 10 minutes 2 strokes videos I released between 2010 and 2014, so getting almost 10-year-old videos, basically, we're going to be showing tonight, so, stuff from like Loretta's Schoolboy Class to, Redbud stuff, 125. I mean, there's so much stuff that's, in these videos that it's hard for me to kind of lay out. But so what we're just going to do is just go watch them, check them out, chat about them, talk about them, things like that. And, that'll basically be it. So, it's pretty neat. Yeah, to kind of talk about what I'm going through, this week. This week's been pretty tough for me as far as, trying to get through the week and try to, with this coronavirus thing going on, it's been tough. It's been, the lifestyle change has been very different. We've been, under this, shelter in place type situation, not like complete lockdown or anything. I actually drove around today. I went to Walmart today to do a little food run and a little plug to my work. So, but anyways, I was pretty, just trying to get things going there with, food and stuff for the house a little bit. Got a little food list from the from the family and was like, yeah. I'll just go do some stuff and get some stuff and food and all. But I was driving around and stuff and everything. Everything seemed pretty normal. Maybe 1 or 2 things probably closed, but everything else is pretty much normal. Other than probably the 2 things I saw different were inside Walmart. Yes, it's different because they're doing cleaning shopping carts, all that stuff now, and they're doing all these other things. So it's definitely different in that sense. Everyone kind of walking around a little more cautiously than probably usual. Everyone's not too, everyone's kind of on their toes a little bit. The ones really on their toes are ones that are masked up, gloved up, the whole deal, and you see that around and you're kind of worried about like, okay, it's a little different. So, so that's been the big difference here. And, seeing that was a little bit, it gives you kind of the apocalyptic kind of look, and it's just like, man, it's different. So, and the second thing I saw was gas prices are crazy low. So, but that's about really it. That's been different. I think traffic on the roads around here. I live just north of Dover, Delaware, so Delaware is not much happening here. It's unfortunately kind of in a good spot for this virus stuff in a way. I mean, if you're kind of in rural, kind of not very populated areas, you're kind of in a decent spot for now. So just kind of enjoying it right now. But knowing that days can get worse from here, and you just got to try to be more positive about it. I mean, it's not being positive being that way, but you try to be positive about those things. So, but outside of that, just trying to live day by day and try to get through it. And I have my girlfriend back home. She lives about a half hour away, and we haven't seen each other in a couple weeks. So there's that going on too. So it's been tough, but we're trying to adjust to it. I'm doing a little bit more working out, and walking the dog outside, longer walks. I'm doing some other things just trying to keep busy. So and try to get some things going. I've been doing a lot of stretching, that stuff. I'm actually starting to pick up something new I'm getting next week. I'm actually going to try to learn how to play guitar a little bit. So I'm getting guitar next week and see how it goes. I don't know, just to kill some time. I mean, bowling centers are closed right now, so really can't really bowl right now, which is kind of the biggest bummer for me because that's usually kind of my escape from a lot of things is to go to lanes and bust out a bunch of games and practice and work on things. So can't do that right now. So now it's just trying to try to fill some time up. So so the guitar idea, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Might work, might not. Might just sit there in the corner of my room for the rest of my life. Who knows? But so yeah, so that's what's been going on. And like I said, this week's been tough. So just trying to get through it. But all right, without further ado, we will start off with the first Tale 2-stroke videos might come sooner, but this time it's a 10 minutes 2 strokes video. So this will be the first one. This came out in 2010. This is kind of like my idea with the 10 minutes 2 strokes was just kind of like, people loved hearing the 2 strokes. Even 10 years ago, I knew that. And I was like, no music, none of that stuff. I was like, just my best 2-stroke footage from the year and go from there. So so that's what I'm looking at right now. And I just got asked, MG Films watching here in the chat room, asking if I'm making future 2-stroke videos. Um, I'm kind of phasing myself out of the motorcycle scene a little bit. I'm still involved in some way, but I'm not really going to really have any plan right now at this point. My brother does have a YZ250, so maybe if there's one weekend where I can go out and shoot one with him, I'll do that. But he's been posting a lot of videos on his own right now, so if you check out his channel, search up Taiwan760 on YouTube, and he's been posting a lot of videos of him on a two-stroke lately, so he's kind of doing the work for me, but on his channel. So go check that. Go check out his videos on there and subscribe and do all you can on there, because he's really making a full push with the YouTube route and posting a lot of videos of himself riding and stuff. And he's able to do it very well. So I'm pretty proud of him for doing that. So even with me kind of out of the picture in recent years. So but yeah, so we'll see. I think. But yeah, let's start off. The first 10 minutes two strokes video. Like I said, this is from 2010. And 10 minutes of footage right here. So let's kick off some two-stroke noise, shall we, folks? Here we go. Well, there's the first one right there. That's the first Tale two-stroke video that came out December 2010. Now, with these videos, what I did is I kind of set them up pretty good as far as I did them at the end of the year, usually, because they usually took my footage from the whole year. So that was from 2010, so that was all 2010 footage. I basically sifted through that year and just basically picked out the best two-stroke stuff. Now, if I posted all the two-stroke videos, it would probably be like 50 minutes, hour-long video, if not longer. So that's kind of the best of everything. So that's all these videos kind of were based about, were that. So, but yeah, no, these videos obviously did very well in the long end and stuff and everything. So actually, I want to check out views on these. So we'll worry about that later. But outside of that, I mean, it's really cool. Really cool. Check these out. And like I said, going back 10 years, seeing how kind of the racing was, who was racing then. You have Luke Renslin on 125 in the schoolboy class, going back and forth between Minios, Loretta's, and I believe he won a title, I think, at Loretta's that year in the schoolboy class. So, you got Colin Hangos and Jason Brooks, all at Southwick that I was able to get that at the time. I mean, Southwick I didn't really go up there as much, but those were some of those times I went up there. It was kind of either the NASC opener or something, or some practice day. Maybe I wandered up there and stuff. I usually go up there and do that. But outside of that, yeah, just and then you got Pastrana at Long Island. Just wild random stuff that I would be get throughout the year, and of course a lot of my brother and everything too, and all that stuff. So him riding at Easton, him riding at Blue Diamond. He had that 252 stroke. I think that was, I believe, John Dowd's Arena Cross 250 RM250. I think that was the bike. So, and then he had another one. I think it was a 125. I think it was Darryl Hurley's Motor World Racing 125. I think that's when my brother first started on the big bikes back like in 01, 02, 03, somewhere in there. So, but outside of that, yeah, I think it's it's always cool to check back and look back at the older stuff and see what's new and everything. So, since the first one did very well, I was like, why not do a second one? So 2011, I did the second one. So, the second one did pretty good as well. And it's two strokes. You guys love that stuff. So it's like instant crack for you guys. You like that two stroke stuff. It's like, man, you hear the now. You're only thing you guys missing is like the smell. That's the only thing where obviously I can't provide you that, but that's where you go to the track to, and you go to a two-stroke shootout race or something like that. You'll get that, and I know I get a lot of comments, especially on the best smell two-stroke shootout from Sleepy Hollow. I still get plenty of comments and a lot of hits from that stuff still, and everyone's like, well, everyone's poisoning themselves and all this stuff. I'm like, that's what the race was. It was a fun thing. Now everyone's all, I guess, play correct about stuff, and they're like, oh, it's gonna kill you, it's gonna do that. I'm like, it's what people like to do. So. That was a thing, and I think it's still a thing too. I think so. It's not like it's crazy or anything. I don't think anyone's died from it yet, so I think pretty good. So, but yeah, let's check out Tale 2, 10 minutes two strokes number 2. Let's go check it out right about now. Sorry about the audio there. My bad. I'm back. But yeah. So I was just saying, like the video, with Ryan there and stuff, it was tough. Kind of seeing that a little bit, but he was the only rider I really went to their funeral and stuff. So it was 'cause, it happens. But outside of that, yeah, it was just a little tough to see that. Cody Gregg too as well from Loretta's and all that too. So it was good to see. Just see them riding. But never gonna see him again type of thing. But it's good to see. So got the mic working. So sorry about the mic there. I was it's been a thing I'm trying to get used to. So. But with this new live setup and stuff and everything, it's all coming together good. So it's easy. It's just getting one button figured out right and all that stuff. So, but yeah, going through. Starting that video, obviously, was Mike Evanson at club. I think one of the first times I ever met Mike, and Mike's he's one of the trainers at our club, and he's one of the crazier guys down there. And he'll bring up some beat up 2-stroke bike and just ride the hell out of it at any track. And that Club MX sand track is notoriously one of the toughest tracks out there by far. That place gets rough. It gets beaten up. It is just gnarly. So, to see that, just a beating that was that bike was going through it was brutal. But he puts it through it. So I actually had a video of him on I think it might have been on the channel too some years ago. Him on it was a Honda 125 on the Supercross track, and that was like I think he hit one triple, I think, or something like that, and it was like he stretched it out. So it was, the bike's just that thing is right to the end of the throttle tube, and it's just barely making over jumps. It's going through whoops like like just like not like that, but it's like what I mean. It's just barely getting through the whoops, and it's just like riving all out and stuff. And but no, it's really cool. I saw Joey Deneen in there in that video, launching the RC double on the 2-stroke, and that's one of his local tracks too as well. So that kind of helps him out a little bit there. So that was pretty cool seeing that. And Hackley on the 125, just blowing up Boston's track there in Maryland. It's a private place. But, a lot of guys have been there. I've actually seen, a lot of other riders out there. I've done shoots with Alex Fry out there. Hubert, one of Nitro Circus guys, the, redneck dude out there, the mechanic guy for Pastrana. He's ridden out there before, so we've done a lot of shoots out there as far as just some private stuff, even for the site and stuff and everything. So that's been pretty cool. and all the Thunder in the Sand footage. I mean, that stuff is, really cool to see. That the two strokes there, just, I guess just the environment in there and stuff like that. Those two strokes sound a little more crisper there for some reason. It's just the beach atmosphere, smell, whatnot, and it's really cool to see that. So, but yeah, that 10 minute two stroke video right now, it's around 300. Well, it's hit over 300,000 views on that one. So that's actually the second most viewed 10 minutes two strokes video out there right now. So it's done very well. The first one we watched earlier, it's at 146,000. So it's out there. It's deep in the archives and stuff. So you get to it, you see it, watch it type of stuff. So, but that is cool. Actually, the next one we're gonna watch now is the third edition, which is actually one of the most. It's got the most views out of any of the 10 minutes two strokes videos that are out there. This one is actually hitting really well right now, actually. So it's getting a lot of hits from wherever. It's just hitting really well right now. It's actually at 1.2 million views right now, so it's definitely hitting very well on that. But besides that, I mean, there's a lot of great footage in there. It's just shy of 11 minutes, so technically it's a 10 minutes two stroke video. But that's one thing with these videos. Like, people, I think I actually had complaints, people telling me that, okay, you're actually watching 12 minutes or 11 minutes. Why can't you just name it that? I said, it's the name, it's the brand of the video. It's 10 two strokes. If you're complaining about more two stroke footage, you might need to reevaluate some things in your life. So try and give you guys a little bit more. So, but outside of that, may just happen to be a good year and do a lot more two stroke stuff. So, but no. So here is the third 10 minutes two strokes video. Like I said, it's the most popular one right now. It does very well. So without any further interruption, here it is.
got it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's actually a cool video. That was actually probably well put together. Yeah, I wonder who put that together. So other than that, nah, it was cool checking out a lot of that cool stuff. I mean, those Minios Supercross battles on the schoolboy class, man, that stuff is just crisscrossing lines in the bowl turn and then crossing over the double jump. I'm like, that was some crazy racing back then for sure. And this video is obviously based around the tail two-stroke video that came out that year with Tyler on the Honda 250. So the 2000 Honda 250 two-stroke. So yeah, that was pretty cool seeing that. And yeah, it just had it was pretty cool. I mean, it was obviously that video came out that year, and the video, there wasn't really a good. All these other events stuff like that, it took like a good 20, 30 seconds, maybe 15 of whatever of each rider or something like that, or whatever I got. With Tyler had so much, it was like, all right, I'll just break it through the whole video, and I think that was pretty well planned. With that back then, I think most of the video that was shot was with the yeah, so just trying to that was I think I shot my Canon 60D, I believe, at the time, so which was interesting. So yeah, Matthew H in chat just reading, watching this in the hospital, just had my first kid. Congrats, Matt. Awesome. Well, happy to be part of it. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, that's very cool. So man, just best of luck with everything for sure. And then having your first kid, that's great. Awesome. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for checking in the chat, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching. See Joel Dango popping in there, so good to see him in there. I wish I had some video of you, man, on a 252 stroke back in 03, 04 ish, I think, somewhere around there. Oh man, that was some good video. But I wasn't shooting. I started shooting video in 05, so it was just one of those times and stuff. So, but no, it was some cool Racing Park days back in the day. So, I was actually racing then too, so it was kind of pulling double duty as far as shooting races, but then also quote unquote racing them. So, but yeah, so no, that third video has done very well. That's the only one that's been over 1 million views right now. So, like I said, lately it's just been hitting a lot lately. Just YouTube's doing its thing, I guess. So can't complain too much about that. So, outside of that, yeah. So, yeah, guys. I mean, wherever you guys want to see for any future live party stuff, feel free to chat in the comments right now and stuff. I mean, these I plan to do more raw helmet cam videos, stuff like that. I'm trying to stay away from music video stuff because copyright issues and all that stuff like that. I actually dealt that with the last live watch party. So I have license for everything. I just don't feel like going through the whole process of finding that license from 10 years ago and saying, hey, it's all approved and stuff. So I'm just kind of probably do more helmet cam footage and all that stuff like that. I actually have a helmet cam video I might show tonight. That's already up on the queue right now on my live streaming program. So might show that maybe as a bonus thing later. We'll see. So stick around for that. But outside of that, yeah, I'm just trying to just trying to get through the day, man. Just trying to get through the week, and it's weird because this week is I have off work this week, so I have plenty of time to kind of do whatever. And the plan was to really practice bowling, go out, do some stuff, things like that. But now with the whole virus situation, it's kind of got me stuck at home. So I'm really just kind of cleaning up around my room a little bit, clean around the house a little bit, go out and do some food shopping, just try to do all the stuff I can to get around and stuff and all that. So to keep myself busy, do some more working out, trying to get in shape before the PBA season kind of starts back up again. It may not start up till the summer now, so it's just kind of like a little hiatus right now with that. And try to get the bowling career kind of going. So, and our leagues are all not running right now too. All the bowling centers are closed now, so it's like can't do anything. Actually, I almost got excited for a second because I drove by. There's a local. It's not a bowling alley. It's more like a fun center thing for kids and stuff. Expos in Smyrna, and I drove by it, and I actually saw cars parked in front. I'm like there's people there, and I'm like, that's weird that they're open. First off, and I'm like, they got 12 lanes in there. Like they're beat up lanes. They're nothing really to be, they're for kids to bowl on. It's a lot of house ball traffic. If you bowler people will know, it's a lot of oil pushed down, and it's not really ideal for practice conditions, but it changes it up. It's a good way to practice maybe something really difficult, and all that stuff. So, so I saw cars parked in front of them. I'm like, man, I might give them a call later. All right, so I called them up and left a voice. There was no, I got voicemailed. So I checked their site, and I'm like, all right. And I checked their Facebook page, and they said they were closed a week before because of the whole virus and stuff. And I was like, oh, that was like my one hope to bowl. Hopefully, maybe a little bit. I was like, because there's a lot of centers that are owned by one chain, and all of them are closed no matter what. And there's 2 of them in Delaware, and they're usually the ones I go to, and they're closed up. So I was thinking, man, this one's kind of it's by its own private owned thing. Maybe they're skirting away from it a little bit. Like, nope, they're still closed too. I'm like, shoot. So I tried to find a little diamond in the rough there. It didn't work out, but so I'm just trying to focus on, trying to keep the body fresh a little bit and trying to keep things going. So before the PBA season starts up for me, the regional season starts up, and they said the first tournament schedule right now is July, but hopefully it'll be a little sooner than that. So we're just waiting to see. All right, so we're on to 10 minutes 2 strokes number 4.0. So this one is this one actually this is the first sponsor I got for this video, because the other 3 did pretty well to where I was able to get some sponsored potential out of it. So folks at Motorsport hopped on and plastered a logo on the video, and appreciate their support. We did a lot. I did a lot with Motorsport, probably in that 2013, 2014 area and stuff. We did a lot of things through the site and just with Helmet Camp sponsorships, all that stuff. I mean, they were a big help with the site. Kind of in its prime days, we'll call it. So, and they hopped on with the sponsorship of this video. So, thanks to Motorsport for doing that, and go buy their stuff, whatever. Buy stuff through their site, I guess, because they don't have their own stuff. But for your moto stuff, go check them out. But outside of that, let's go check out 10 2 Strokes 4.0. I'm hoping with all these videos get better and better as far as better shot, because you might see the first videos, everything was, well, actually the first video you saw some little standard definition, you saw that little letterboxing, black bars on the side, but the good standard definition days. And so it was a mixture of that and some high definition footage. And I went HD fully, I think, in 09, but I think I had some SD footage thrown in the mix. So as each year got by, I think my shooting, as far as angle wise, got a little better. I think I was more zoomed in early on, and then I kind of just backed out the zoom a little bit, focused more on what was around me more than on the rider itself. So I focused more on that, and it helped out a lot. So I think it helped me out, become more of that. And you guys in the comments have actually helped out in some ways, because you guys seem like, oh man, dude, your footage is so close, it's so close up to the rider, why can't you zoom out a little bit? And I'm like, at the time I was ignorant to it. I was like, whatever, it's my videos is what I want to do. But then it's like, I think I did that. Then I started doing work for NBC Sports and stuff, and they saw the way I was shooting. They were like, turn on zoom out a little bit. And I was like, I saw that, and I was like, okay, maybe the YouTube comments were right early on. So I appreciate you guys, like I said, I appreciate you guys all support and everything, and through the years, and still be able to kind of go back and relive some of the, the videos from back in the day. So it's great. So, all right. Enough of me yapping. Let's watch some more 2 strokes. 10 minutes 2 strokes 4.0, presented to you by Motorsports. Check it out. There you go. 10 minutes of 10 minutes 4 strokes. No, 10 minutes 2 strokes. That's right. 4.0. So, yeah, that video did fairly well. Over 100,000 views. Not too bad. So, but yeah, that video, a lot of cool highlights in there. A little bit of the night shots from the 10 minutes 2 strokes, Tail of 2 Stroke video from that year. We did Speed City and shot that with Scotty Clark and Tyler Wozny and stuff. So that was really cool. Yeah, so it's just it's really cool. Kind of like I said, just look back through all this old footage and just realizing, kind of where I shot it exactly, what I was kind of shooting then and stuff, and it's just really, really cool. So, yeah, high octane. I saw that too. It was like I was just about to mention that. Like you see the 125 just going through there, just to the pipe, just pinned all the way through the 500, just making sure it's above the so it's not stalling out or anything. It's as long as it get through the sweeper, it's going good. So, 500s are a tank, and I remember my brother was saying that thing is just crazy hard to handle, and when you open that throttle, you better be ready to hold on, because I think it's got a lot of horses just ready to go and unleash it, and it's really, really, really awesome to kind of capture all that. And we did kind of a full circle thing with the Tail of 2 Stroke thing, because that's pretty much me and Tyler's kind of thing we've done. With that, obviously the first video was on a 250, the second video was on a 500, and then we did a third feature, which we actually did it was a subscription type of like video on demand type of thing where you had to pay to watch it. I think I ended up posting all the videos on YouTube anyway, probably like a year later or something, or a couple months later, where we did 4 different tracks, I believe, and it was all, he had a 125 built up, like it was I think it was a Suzuki 125, I think it was, but it was all like white plastic, white graphics and stuff. It was, so you want to dig through the channel for that. That's on there as well. And all these 10 minute 2 Stroke videos, they're all available to watch online. So if you're not able to watch it here, or be able to, you always, if you want to watch it again, there's I think on the home channel page there's a 10 minutes two strokes playlist. So you just hit that and you watch all the videos right from the beginning to end. So yeah, so that's really really awesome to kind of see all that stuff, and just see all the different riders then and who was on two strokes, who was flying on them and all that stuff. And you can actually see the quality of the footage is kind of getting a little better now. So just the way they were shot, and the cameras got better and stuff over time, and it's really cool. So yeah, interesting. You guys want you to know is that with Supercross kind of in a hiatus right now, and recently just announced that they're doing a running rounds 11 through 17 later this year, kind of in the fall, which seems to work out pretty good. But it's interesting to see how they're going to work it out. I'm interested to see what their schedule is going to be like. They're going to do stuff during the week, or they're going to do stuff weekends. I mean, most of them are at stadiums where the NFL plays, and the NFL is going to be pretty much hot and heavy around then. So it's interesting how they're going to pan everything out with the schedules and stuff. So interested to see what you guys' thoughts are on that. What do you think of Supercross is intended to be? I mean, I know the Nationals have been on a shortened schedule now since Hangtown canceled. It's down to 11-round series, but now they can it's the schedule down to the opening round being at WW Ranch now. I think June 11th, 13th, something like that. I think I remember seeing. So yeah, so that's a lot of switching around because of this coronavirus going around and stuff. It's really affected motocross. It's affected bowling. I know it's affected that a lot. And then just every sport imaginable right now. It's just I think the only thing I don't see it affecting is the the gaming side, because I saw Racer X has been doing Kellen Brower's been doing awesome stuff there this week. I've been seeing they did Monster Energy Supercross, the third game. They did a whole basically remake of the Detroit Supercross, and that was pretty entertaining to watch. That was pretty cool with Weege and his son doing all the announcing for it. So that was pretty cool. And then they had the MX Simulator race last night from I think a Seattle round or something they did live, and I watched like the last half of it, and that was pretty cool to watch. Just something different. It's racing, it's digital, it's but I think that stuff is really cool, and I think the gaming side has gotten a little bit of a spotlight now because you really can't get the real racing right now. So I mean, obviously NASCAR has done something similar. They did that last weekend. They did like a virtual race and stuff as well. So you're gonna see, I think, the gaming side, you're gonna see more of that, and it's gonna be kind of more acceptable and more like, more than just a gaming nerd type thing. Like, oh, this gaming thing, no, it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be, I think they're gonna see it as kind of an escape to get away from what they're going through right now with the virus going around and all that stuff. So, so I think it's really cool that that's happening now, and it's cool that those places have more of a bigger outlet and more eyeballs watching it, because it's some type of racing right now, which is anything right now. I mean, there's bowling games out there, things like that. There's a PBA they have an Xbox 360 or Xbox 360 Xbox game. They just released it was like last year, I think they released it. So I was actually playing that recently and just kind of getting a little bit of the a little more of the bowling juices flowing a little bit. But no, just I think those are going to be popular places to be right now, and even like YouTube doing these watch parties, and I see other people doing them now and stuff, other sites and stuff, and it's just a way of getting their stuff out there and keep busy during this time, And for me, I just haven't had work this week. I've just been home, so I was like, you know what, can I still do live streaming stuff? And figured it all out on here, and actually it was pretty simple. And it's kind of weird because the program I had was like a $600 program, and it's on a PC. It's on something dusted up back in one room that I have, some computer or something like that. Maybe I sold it, I don't know. And I got worried about live streaming stuff, and I was like, okay, well, I do have the webcam right here, so I can get what I can out of that. And I have my audio stuff already, so because I did podcast stuff last year with Ryan and stuff for a little bit, and just more of a test there, and that worked out pretty well. And I was like, okay, so I was like, wait, I can play clips, something like that. And I actually found this, so it's open source, like live streaming platform, and it didn't cost anything, and so far for you guys, it's working out pretty good. So, but no, so it's good, and so now we're on to the final 10 minutes two strokes video, the 5.0 video. This one was released 2014, I believe. Let me check the exact date on this one. This one was released on December 31st, 2014. So this is all 2014 footage. This one, and as you see, the editing kind of got a little more betterer type of thing. So, and And as with all these videos were like I mentioned earlier, but these videos were all released basically New Year's Eve, because it was kind of my way to ring in the new year as the the two-stroke videos. So this was kind of my way to kind of document all the footage and stuff from the year. The thing is though, with these videos, I never really like put the footage aside. I was like, okay, these are the best two-stroke clips from this race and stuff, and I saved to the side. I didn't really do that all year long because I was so busy covering races. I was like, that's I can do it at the end of the year when things are kind of dying down, like November, December, races kind of died down except for like mini-O's or something. But then December, just there's not much going on, and I'm like, I can spend all month there kind of putting that videos together. So usually all month of December, I would put all these videos together. Would put all these 10-minute two-stroke videos together and get all the footage and put it all together and make it happen. So it was it was just more timely. Then when January hit, it was arena crosses, super crosses started up, and got them all done, and it was like, all right, fresh new year, we're ready to go, and that's what we did it. So it was I think it was a great approach. With that, I think just the whole ringing the New Year thing, I think was a good touch to it, and I wish I was kind of doing more of them, but I'm not at the races as much anymore. The races are not, I still like going to them. Like I'm not really. I did, like last year I did K-Rock, and then I actually did a race for Diamondback up in upstate New York. That was, I think, it was back-to-back weekends, I think, too, in October. So, and they were fun to do. I mean, K-Rock was just more of on my own dime, kind of do it for fun, and Diamondback was actually a paid race and stuff that I did, so I was really appreciative with Jamie and Jamie Slard and MSC for kind of getting me out of the woodwork, kind of, and dusting me off. They're like, all right, shoot this race for us. I was like, all right, cool. So I was really appreciative of that for Jamie and those guys for supporting me there, and all the races that were happy to see me there. I mean, it was a great weekend. But even K-Rock too, going there, that's a race that's always been at the root for me. That's my first ever race I ever watched in person. I can remember, I think it was like a 98 or 97 K-Rock. I think it was a muddy race. I don't know exactly what year it was. It might have been 96. I don't know. But I think it was the year where it was Jeff Emig, John Dowd they were just freshly signed on their Kawasaki factory deals. So I think it might have been 98 or 97. I think it was 98. It could have been 99. I'm not sure. But I remember it was a muddy race. It was a mess. It was just nasty, and I remember hearing the radio ads for it then too. At the time, I lived up in North Jersey at the time, and that was Englishtown was probably like a 40-minute drive from the house. So it was so that race had a lot of roots. That's a race I've probably go to every year, just as a reunion type thing, just go check out and watch. And the race has definitely been different over the last probably decade or two. So just because back in when I was watching it, and even before that, back in the 70s, it was a race that the Kawasaki would bring their factory guys and race against the expert guys, your privateers, your local guys from the track. So it was like you had Billy Lyles and Jeff Ward and all these guys showing up, and they're racing against Barry Karsten and Mickey Kessler and all these other names, and it's like all these big fast local guys that were just E-Town prodigies basically, and they were given the stage. It was like, all right, here we go. And that's the way K-Rock kind of was. And I think it all started with Stewart got hurt in 2000. I think it was the tournament before the staircase. At the old track back in the day, it was on the 125, and I think when he got hurt, he was supposed to race U.S. Open the week after. Now, when U.S. Open was starting to go around, that was like 98, 99. That started affecting because U.S. Open was actually scheduled a week after K-Rock. That's when it started happening. The U.S. Open is basically now the Monster Cup. So when the U.S. Open was happening, it was starting to kind of jump. It was more of an important race for Kawasaki than it was for the Kawasaki Race Champions. Just the way it was. And I remember Ricky did it in 99. I think that was one of his first 250 seasons too as well. And but I think Stewart got hurt there one year. Like, that's just a small injury. Nothing was anything crazy that I can remember. I wasn't at the race, but I remember hearing stories about it, obviously, from after that. And they ended up basically, okay, well, they're not going to race with them anymore. They'll just do like a demo lap or something like that. They'll ride the new model, and the bike will basically be stock with, tuned up for the rider, and then they'll do like 5 laps on the track, do a little interview. It's basically be a press thing, but they wouldn't be racing for money or anything. They'd just be there just to sign autographs, kiss babies, do all that stuff. So I think that race has kind of lost its luster from then, but that's just the way the times go. And now it's just like, I think you might get the rider at the track now, sign autographs, that's about it. And it's like, but I think just as far as the your local A guys, your privateer guys. It's definitely a stepping stone for a lot of guys to go because a lot of fast talent has gone through that race. I mean, I think Blake Baggett won the Kessler Cup, which is the 65 exhibition race. He's won that. Cianciarulla's been through there. I mean, there's a lot of names that have been through K-Rock. And that's just a race that's, like I said, for me, it's special because I've been to that race plenty of times, covered it. It's probably one of the races that's helped me kind of, get more gigs, things like that, over time. I did stuff for RacerX Films one year from that race. I did like a video from each day of racing, one from Friday, Saturday, Sunday type thing. And, I remember I got hooked up with Shift, I believe, back in 2005 from that race too, because I did some content for them, and they saw some of my content, and they were like, yep, that's cool. So, I think just going to that race is always great. And I had a great time last year, seeing kind of everybody from Scott Lucatus, from NJ Motocross, catching up with him a little bit, and, talking with, and Rich Chevalice, man that runs the show there. I mean, he was announcer, but now he's man running the show there, and he's, it was great to see them and his family and stuff. They're all working on the track and stuff, scoring and, handling flaggers, all that stuff. I mean, they've been definitely turning that place around very well. Even with the new location change on the same property, they don't ride the old track anymore, but the new track is just as good. I think it just could take time for it just to, age itself, kind of like a fine wine, the older it is, the better it is. So, I think they're on the right path there. And, even talking with the announcer, Randy Simpson, stuff like that. So, and all that. So I think it's great. I think it's awesome. And I think it's just just a really cool thing. So, and I think it's just it's great. It's awesome. So here we go. Enough of me yapping. Sorry, I went along the K-Rock tangent there. 10 minutes of two strokes 5.0. We'll do a little talk after that, and then we'll end the show. So here's 10 minutes two strokes 5.0, and I'll see you on the other side of it. So here we go.
I'm Doug Boyson from Boyson Engineering, and at Boyson we are all about two strokes. So you can check out our line of two-stroke product at boyson.com and enjoy 10 minutes of two strokes here on MXP TV.
your trophy, and let's get some photos there, Gavin. Get that plate, buddy. That's what it's all about. His first championship in Canada.
Thanks for watching 10 Minutes Two Strokes 5.0. Now go sign up for Boysen's Two-Stroke Revolution to enter a chance to win Boysen's high-performance rad valve system for your two-stroke ride. Winners are selected every month. Sign up at the link in the description below. There you go, 10 Minutes Two Strokes 5.0. That was presented to you by Boysen, by the way, so they hopped on as a sponsor for that one and did a lot with that. They actually made Tail Two-Stroke 2.0 possible as well, so they were a big part of that as well. So Boysen's been a big help with the MXP TV kind of in its later years and stuff. So it was happy to have them on board, Dog and Eric and all them. So they've been a big help, and they definitely were able to help enough to get through and get that video out to you guys. So it was really cool. So but no, I appreciate their support as well, and appreciate you guys' support watching. Thanks for watching, guys, and we're gonna end it off with one more video here, which is it's not a 10 minutes two strokes video. It's actually a helmet cam video. But before we get to that, like I said, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Do another watch party eventually. Sometime down the road, maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, maybe this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. So, just trying to get some older videos together. I think it's just dusting off the hard drives and kind of getting through the older stuff and posting them up. I think that's just the only thing is going to take a little bit of time is to get through that. Because I think you guys like to see the older stuff. I mean, I have stuff that goes back to I started shooting in 2005. So if I can bring up some of the stuff from 05, 06, maybe 07 stuff, could be pretty good. So, but I've had I had one hard drive failure and one laptop failure which affected some of the footage I've probably. I don't think I've lost any footage I've ever shot. Because I think with all the digital stuff I have, I always had there have always been hard drives, and hard drives have not had issues. But the earlier footage I've shot was all on tape, so I actually have a whole stack of tapes. Actually, I'll show you later, but it's all down there and stuff. There's like tons of DV tapes. Like I think there's trays of like 25 or 30 of them, but it's like 5-6 trays with 30 tapes in each of them. So I have a lot of that. So I have a lot to dive through there, but I do have a camcorder that does take tapes. I just got to do the FireWire connection to the computer, and I have to really, really relearn that stuff. It's been a while since I used that, because once that went HD and had the SD cards just to pop them out, put in the computer, it just made so much everything easier, and the video was better. So it was like never had to relearn that stuff ever, but might have to again. So, but no, everything's been great. I've just been like I said, lately this week, just staying at home and trying to do my part and kind of social distance myself from everybody. So I feel like I already do that anyway, because bowling, I'm not really out with a lot of people doing that, and I'm working, I'm not around a lot of people doing that either. And so I'm just kind of enhancing that a little bit more and just kind of staying at home and, doing things and hanging out. That's about it. So, but besides that, all right, we're going to finish off with one more video. Since you guys stayed right till the end, I'll give you guys one more two-stroke video for you guys. Kind of not planned, but slightly. But if you stuck around this long and hear me yabber and all that stuff and watch the two-stroke videos, I really appreciate you sticking around. And like I said, we're getting off with this last video. So once again, thank you for watching. Stay tuned to the MXP TV Instagram at MXP TV, and also follow my Twitter. It's at Wazballs. The MXP TV Twitter account, I forgot to log in for it. I don't even want to touch that one right now. So I have my Twitter account is at Wazballs right now. So you can follow that. It's bowling stuff, a mixture of everything, but it's I post up updates on there. And then the MXP TV Facebook page too, and post updates on there as well. Maybe I can switch this over to the Facebook, do Facebook Live instead of this. So we'll switch it up a little bit every now and then. Just as more as I get comfortable with this stuff, it'll be good, and go from there. So show some older videos and stuff, like I said, and I think you guys like all the older stuff. I think that's what you guys want to see. So I have to break out the shop vac and get them all out and make it happen. So, all right, guys. Well, I will end this off with the helmet cam video. This is a helmet cam video of Josh Clark at the Hog Heaven Pro Shootout down in North Carolina. It was a big pro-am type of race that ran for about a few years or so. It was like a 10-15 grand purse type thing. I think I had 20 grand one year. I don't know, but there was a lot of guys show up. One year it was Cooper Webb, Shane McElrath, Nicoletti. I mean, a lot of guys training down there between South and Ball and stuff. But this is, back like in 13, 14, and 15, and it was like more like 13, 14, and it was just action packed racing. It was a lineup. Like, it was a gnarly track, real tough sand track, kind of tight. Like, you can see the entire track, so spectator wise, it was pretty friendly for a lot of people. But I think just the racing was just unbelievable. Like, you look at the names now, you're like, okay, you got Shane McElrath, he's won Supercross lights, sorry, 250 Supercross main events. Cooper Webb has got a 450 Supercross title, and Nick Coletti's won a title in Canada and stuff like that. So you see all these names, and just like there's so many fast guys. Alex Martin, I remember there was just so many names, but a lot of names were there because of the training facilities that were nearby. It was south of the border, was really humming at the time. Club MX was obviously going there, so you had like these training facilities. Jimmy Weiner's training facility down Crystal Coast, down and a little more close to the beach area, and it was all these, they were all going, full blown steam with everything. And yeah, it's all these riders that were there, and Cooper Webb kind of just bounced around and stuff. He was there. He wanted a piece of that check too, so I think he ended up doing pretty well from what I remember. But man, that was a race. I mean, I think the year later, Michael Essie showed up and raced it. So it's like that race brought out a lot of guys. If they were in the area, there was a money race to hit. So it was, the track owner there was very friendly. He was very, accommodating to a lot of people. One year, I think in one of the two-stroke videos I saw tonight was Mad Mike Jones was doing a little freestyle expedition just out of nowhere, in the parking lot. It was at one of the Honk Heaven races. So those races were always exciting to watch, and the tracks got brutal. And this is from, I'm assuming, late in the day, so the tracks is gnarly ruts and just everything. I think the screenshot, the main image thumbnail for this video is him coming up to like, I don't know, 15 ruts, just steep sand ruts going up to like this one sand wall thing, and it's one of the gnarlier Helmut Kim videos. This actually it's hit very well traffic wise. It's done very well, so it's one of those awesome videos. So we're gonna close out with that, and like I said, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more. Check out here on YouTube. I do some posts and stuff, some stories, whatever. And check Instagram, check Facebook, check everyone. Check all of them if you want. If you got one of them, check them every now and then, and we'll do these. And these get archived too as well. So if you just caught the end here, hey, how you doing? There's another hour and a half video I just shot earlier, so and all that. So go check out all the stuff. It's it'll be like I said, it's fun to do these and do all that. So here it is, Helmut Kim with Josh Clark at the Honk Heaven Pro Shootout. I'm guessing 2013, 2012. I'm a little sketchy on the year here, but other than that, again, thank you for watching. Congrats to Matt and the kid. I did not expect a kid to be born during this time, and you being there and watching my stuff. I appreciate that. I was didn't expect that. So, but thanks for all the guys in the chat room chatting in and checking in and saying what's up and everything. And like I said, I'll do this again soon. So, all right, thanks guys. Here is the Helmut Camp.
Yeah.